I have an older model Detroit Series 60 and it does leak oil, and I think they all do, and not necessarily Detroit's. I think there's a number of other motors that leak oil as well. And one of the leaks, or one of the major causes of leaks, is the bell housing. Comes in two parts. The front part of the bell housing that bolts directly to the motor. I can't really get that on camera, but it's back there, and the reason it leaks is because there is a sealer, an anaerobic sealer they call it, that goes on wet. The metal parts have to be perfectly clean and dry. A thin coat of that goes on wet. It's kind of like using super glue in a way. And then you assemble those parts, and then bolt it down tight, and then that glue seals up without air on it. It seals up on its own, and that's what they use on these motors. And the back side of the bell housing, or the back side of the motor in front of the bell housing, is open. You can see inside the motor when that's off of there, and so the bell housing can leak on the sides down here. And you've got the same problem up here in the front of the motor where the gear case goes on. And the reason I'm doing this video is because somebody that watches my videos requested it. And so what I'm going to do is explain where the worst of these leaks are from the gear case housing bolting onto the front of the motor, and because it's sealed the same way, and then the bell housing in the back. And you cannot fix that without taking the motor apart, doing some very serious work on the motor. That's in these older trucks, it's just not worth it. And what you can do, you know, to save from taking the motor out and taking it apart, or doing a engine overhaul or whatever, or taking your gear case off. You can't take the gear case off without taking all the gears out of there. It's not a do-it-yourself at-home job. So, I mean, I could probably do it myself, but it'd be a nightmare. I sure wouldn't want to even think of doing it. But what you can do is clean off. Now, I don't know that I can even see any of that here, but I did it back here, and it worked really good for a long time. And I'm pretty sure it's still working. There's just oil from the top where I couldn't reach it that's draining down, dripping down over it. But what I did was, where the motor block seals onto the front of the bell housing, I cleaned that off really good, and dried it with brake cleaner, and then I put silicone on that, and I'll show you silicone. I just wiped a bead of silicone on that seam, and if I do that on the rest of these places that I can reach, every place I can reach, I can slow that down quite a bit. And I think that viewer who was asking me questions about that, I don't think he knew what this particular accessory here is in front of the air compressor. It's a power steering pump, and I changed the gasket on this a couple of times because it was leaking. I changed it like twice, and the third time I didn't put a gasket on. I just cleaned it up and put silicone on it, and it hasn't leaked since. And so that's just kind of my thing. I don't know why I even bothered to put the gasket on the first two times, because oil, I like to use silicone instead of a paper gasket. And that's what I do back here on these axles. You know, I've had all these axles out. I've been driving this truck nearly 21 years, and it was 6 years old when I bought it. And so you don't see any leaks around there. They're just set on there. No gasket at all, just silicone. And that's all the way around, is like that. I don't use gaskets where oil is. I do where there's water and antifreeze. A paper gasket will swell up with antifreeze or water on it, the paper gasket will swell up and actually get tighter, but with oil it doesn't. I think it ends up shrinking with oil on it. So the glue that my go-to glue is this here. This one's great, doesn't matter what color it is. This ultra gray, ultra blue, ultra red, ultra copper. It doesn't matter the color, but this Permatex, and I'm looking for a part number. Oh, there it is, down here under my thumb. That's what the gray one is. But this ultra gasket maker, that's my go-to glue. That's my favorite silicone. I don't like the one that smells like vinegar. That's too soft, and I don't like that one. I like this. There's 2 tubes of that. There's probably another one in here, different color. Here's one that's a higher heat one, this copper one. This one, that's their number there. And there might be another one in here too, I don't know. So that's my favorite glue. Well, I don't use this on engines, but this is my favorite glue for like stuff inside the truck. Or this black 3M weather strip glue is really good stuff too for other purposes. This stuff you can't hardly scrape that off. And then back to the motor, the corners of the valve cover, when the valve cover is off, the trick is to keep the gasket surface, that's a silicone gasket in there on the valve cover and on your oil pan underneath. And you want that gasket to be perfectly clean and dry on the mating surfaces where the gasket goes on. Just in the corners, where on the back where it jumps over the camshaft housing, the camshaft thing that holds it, camshaft in place, where it jumps over that, you want to put a little dab of that same silicone that I showed. Put that just in the corner, just a little dab in the corners, front and back, and the same thing on the bottom on the motor. And on the bottom of the motor, underneath the Detroit, you've got a couple of places where the gear case housing comes together there, and the bell housing in the back where it comes together. You want to put just a little line of that where you see that little seam there on the bottom of the block, and then just a little bit, you don't need much, and then go ahead and put your oil pan back on and tighten your bolts down slowly and going around in a circle all the way around. So I don't know if this is going to help very many people or not, but you cannot stop all of these leaks without taking the engine completely apart and cleaning all of that stuff. So you can slow it down, sometimes quite a bit, just by cleaning off. You may have to take the compressor off to do it and get back there in that corner where the block meets this gear housing and just clean that corner really nice and clean. Put brake cleaner on it to dry it off real good, and then put just with your finger, just wipe some silicone on there, and you do that all the way around every place you can reach. Now you cannot reach up in here behind the head or in front of the head. You can't reach up in there, and the same in the back. You can't really get back in there. Maybe on a Freightliner Classic you might be able to, because the motor's set farther out. But you can clean those up as best as you can and slow the leaks down quite a bit. Alright, thanks for watching.